Oh man, you too. A little bit of a rough morning, not gonna lie to you. Um, but welcome back to another episode of K Palace. I'm your host K Dub, and we're going to react to the Pacers and OKC game. Um, got the Pacers and OKC. Um, this game, this game right here kind of surprised me. I think Tyrese Halliburton, he didn't play good. I think he got hurt. Think I think he injured his leg. He injured his leg. Didn't play good. Had 4 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. He was 0 for 6 from the field, 0 for 4 from three. Tyrese Halliburton needs to be more. He needs to be more consistent. Obviously, he I think he got hurt. I think he got hurt. Um, you know, I think he ended up hurting his leg or something like that. I think he injured his leg. Um, I'm looking it up right now. I think that's what ended up happening. I think Tyrese ended up injuring his leg. Um, but the stats speak for itself. I mean, bro, Shea had 31 and 10, but J Dub had 40. So they would both combine for 71 points combined. Um, yeah, that's kind of crazy. That's very crazy. Not gonna lie, that's crazy. Um, right now, I'm trying to see what happened to Tyrese. I'm just trying to see what happened to Tyrese. But while I wait, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. So we're gonna get right into the video. I'm just trying to see what happened to. Hold on. Let me see. I just want to see what happened to Tyrese real quick. Hold on. I just want to see what happened to Tyrese. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hold on. I mean, but I will say that TJ McConnell did have a good game. Um, they did have a game. So Tyrese Halliburton ended up not scoring in the first half. He didn't score in the first half. Yes, we're gonna just get right into it. So he didn't score in the first half. He has 0 points in the first half. 1 rebound, 2 assists. Um, but yeah, he for sure struggled. But he did injure his right. But he did injure his leg in this game. Um, he returned, but he wasn't himself. You can tell he wasn't himself. Um, it's unfortunate though. Good block. Good block. I'm not gonna lie. That was a good block. Mm.
Rich Williams gets right up into Siakam. Shot clock winding down.
Ooh,
Siakam off
shit.
the bounce. Catherine wide open. Hits the three.
Pushes Chet away from his direct line to the rim.
First foul in the last 2 minutes. Wallace. Another three. Siakam double team. Back-to-back turnovers. Here early second. Wiggins lines it up. Knocks it down. Back up to a dozen. McConnell fires up the three. That's good. Couldn't do anything with it, so they reset. Williams, beautiful cut and finish.
J-Dub cooking this game,
with
bro.
the flush. He's got 8 early points.
Bro, J-Dub was cooking this game, bro.
Beautiful pass.
But I'm gonna be honest, bro. I got OKC winning the finals because if Tyrese Halliburton had games like he did yesterday, bro, they're not gonna win. Like, he has to be aggressive. But I know, like, bro.
OKC pushing. Dort going coast to coast. Kicks it out. Jalen Williams puts it up. Puts it in.
Bro, like, I know Tyrese Halliburton got hurt, but bro, if they want to win the game, bro, Tyrese Halliburton, bro, he gotta start coming out aggressive. Like, you gotta set the tone. If you don't set the tone, the other team gonna take advantage of that.
His own rebound, back up and in. Second effort from Chet Holmgren. Well, a lot of rough possessions right now for Indiana. Nembhard gets inside, draws a foul, counted, and one. Tough. Gilgeous-Alexander looks. Wallace tries again, hits again. Wallace gets it back. Finds Siakam. Pass inside, kick it right back out. Open three, Niesman nails it.
Come on, how good a possession. Really good offense.
Jalen Williams back up top, Lou Dort. Lou Dort lines up the three-pointer. That one bangs it in. Siakam off the bounce. Turner's going to try three. He's been struggling from there. Not that time. Miles Turner knocks that one down. Often such a big spark off the bench. Halliburton can't get it. Gets his own rebound. Back out. Obi Toppin tries a three. Puts it in. Williams drives a beautiful left hand scoop shot off the glass. McConnell brings it up with 4 minutes remaining here in the third. Spins against Williams. Layup. It's good. Largest Thunder lead was 18. They've led by as many as 16 here in the third. Williams struggles with it. Holmgren right there on the follow.
Obviously, Halliburton nursing that right leg.
Ball poked away. Siakam comes up with it. Here's McConnell, one man to beat, goes inside. Lefty layup, banks it in. He's got 15 points. Backs in. Shot clock at 6. He wants this one. Falling away, puts it up. Got it. 22 for SGA. McConnell, crossover, gets in the lane. Jump shot is good. 17 for McConnell. A little shaken up as he got fouled as well. 5 seconds. Williams on the drive. Puts up the shot, bangs it in! What a tough shot from Jalen Williams.
Tyrese Halliburton just 2 points in the game, but CJ McConnell, Obi Toppin, their bench having an impact. What do you have to do to keep those guys from beating you in the floor?
Well, right now it's just a perfect role for him. Here with the Pacers, Wiggins spots up, three-pointers good.
Understand, look, if you're Indiana, you're frustrated because you want the opportunity.
And they turn it over, and Siakam down the other end, throws it down. And it's Halliburton in the corner. Nembhard, three-pointer. Siakam, offensive rebound. Now puts up a three. It's good. Pascal Siakam from SGA the drive. Back out the Dort. Right side, Jalen Williams a three. It's gone. Jalen Williams knocks it down. Minutes right now. Nembhard. Stolen. Wallace with the steal. And throws it down. Cason Wallace with a bucket. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks it out. Nice pass. Dort. The high arcing three is good. Halliburton up top. Nembhard fakes. Kicks it out. Stolen by SGA. 2-on-1. Gilgeous-Alexander layup is good and a foul. On the drive, kicks it out Williams. Williams to the rack, high off the glass, it's good. He did it again. Neesmith right with him, gets inside, forces up the shot. Halliburton the rebound. Holmgren tumbles. Halliburton throws it inside and Toppin throws it down. Beautiful pass. SGA taking his time. Lou Dort has it. Dort lines up, three-pointer. Bang! Lou Dort from downtown. It's back up to 15. Neesmith tries to answer and does. Neesmith rattles one home. This is game one of the conference finals at Madison Square Garden. He can get hot. Williams has been hot all night, falling away. Got it! 40 points for Jalen Williams. A new 14 on the.
Bro, they are cooking the Pacers, bro.
That's Siakam. Layup in.
But the Pacers, bro, I ain't gonna, bro. OKC winning the championship, bro. Yeah.
Toppin fires up a three-pointer. Won't go. Rebound coming in.
Neesmith finished that.
So this is game 5. So they go back to Indiana on Thursday. They're gonna finish in Indiana. I would want the Pacers to win just so that they can go back to OKC and win it on their home court. But yeah, man. The Pacers, bro, they did it to themselves. I ain't gonna lie. I know Tyrese got hurt, but they did it to themselves. Bro, Shea had 31 and 10, and J-Dub had 40. Bro, it's over. I ain't gonna lie, it's over, bro. That boy Shea is a problem, and J-Dub is a problem as well. Like, I mean, both of the OKC and Pacers, they both have a team. But it's something about OKC, bro. I don't know, man. But let's get into it, man. The KD trade sweepstakes, man. Let's get into some KD. Let's get into some KD action, man. So there's reports that KD wants to go to the Spurs. That's where he wants to go to Spurs. So it's Spurs, Heat, and Rockets, but he wants to go to the Spurs. So let's see what they're talking about.
In him, the final 3 look to be the Heat, Spurs, and Rockets as trade destinations. You may remember the initial list of interested teams also included the Knicks and the Timberwolves. Phoenix tried to deal him to the Warriors at the trade deadline, but he vetoed the deal. So as we bring in Shams Charania, who's reporting the news, and Chiney Ogwumike with us. Shams, I want to start with you. Give us the latest on where things stand with KD and where he could land.
I'm told the Phoenix Suns remain in active conversations around the league on a Kevin Durant deal, but their focus over the last several days has been on 3 teams, and that's the Miami Heat, Houston Rockets, and Minnesota Timberwolves. We know his preferred destinations, though, are the Rockets, Spurs, and the Heat. And so the Suns have been working with Durant's business partner, Rich Kleiman, on just figuring out exactly where he could end up. Could it be one of his 3 preferred destinations? Could it be a wild card team? Because, listen, at the end of the day, his expiring contract of $54.7 million is going to play a part in this. And I'm told Durant has no desire to be in Minnesota with the Timberwolves. So how does that shape how the Minnesota Timberwolves and other teams that could have interest that are outside his preferred list decide how to move forward with these Durant discussions? Yeah,
because then you see the preferred list, you're like, well, wait a second. Does he want to come to us if we're not one of those 3 teams? And today, look, we're not arguing KD is not.
Bro, he don't want to go to Minnesota and play with Ant. I ain't gonna lie, bro. All the teams, bro, the Timberwolves have like if he wants to win, bro, I thought Minnesota was like the best one.
Seasoned, okay, all right. He might be turning 37, but he's still averaging 27, like 6 and 5. So those are great numbers. Now, if there's one song to serenade Kevin Durant to a new city, it's "Welcome to Miami, Bienvenido a Miami," because I feel like that's just a perfect fit. Again, this is a team that was 21st in offensive rating. They need a boost of someone that can score, and he's an automatic bucket, especially from the mid-range. Then it comes to timelines. The reason why I removed Houston, my city, from the list is because this is a young veteran squad. You know, Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, he can sort of help guide them to the next iteration of greatness. And last, the East is wide open. I feel like that's better than the West. So I'm looking at Miami as a perfect fit for Kevin Durant.
The West is loaded. You could name 6 teams out West that could win a title, and you certainly want to go to an East where you could probably pivot your way through there a little bit easier. Speaking of
all right, but that don't mean nothing, bro. That doesn't mean nothing, bro. It doesn't mean anything. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. If KD goes to the Spurs, they're gonna be in the playoffs, bro. Because when the season starts, D Fox and Wemby are both gonna be healthy with KD. I'm not gonna lie. That's and then if they can keep Stephon Castle, I think they should trade Keldon Johnson. Get Keldon Johnson and Harrison Barnes. No. who's the power forward that be shooting the free throws like with the like he shoot free throws like with one hand and like, he be having like pink hair and shit. Yeah, man, get him out of here, bro. He goofy. Get him out of here. Yeah, man, get him out of here. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Get that guy out of here and get Keldon Johnson. Yeah, man, get him out of here. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. Keep Vassell because he can shoot. So like, you gotta keep Vassell because like he can shoot.
Pivot, the big trade yesterday and what it all means for the teams and players involved. Desmond Bane gets traded and without Bane as their teammate.
Damn, I forgot I was on mute. I just want to hear about the KD situation. I ain't gonna lie to you. Everything else I don't really care about. But where y'all think KD gonna end up? Hold on, there's some more trade news. God damn, he dropped another one.
I'm the guy sitting next to your girl on the.
Damn, they dropped another one. I like if KD goes to the Spurs, I ain't gonna be mad at it. If he goes to Miami, bro, I ain't gonna lie. It depends on what they're gonna build around him. Cause like if Bam is gonna be in that deal, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know if Miami is the best fit. Cause it's gonna be him and Tyler Hero. Like, bro, we've already talked about the Desmond Bane trade already, man. We already talked about that. Get to KD, get the KD.
Their conversations have mostly been around the Miami Heat, the Houston Rockets, and the Minnesota Timberwolves, I'm told. So the Timberwolves are along with a couple other teams known as wild cards potentially for Kevin Durant, but they're going to work with his business manager and partner Rich Kleiman on figuring out just exactly where his home could be. As far as those Minnesota Timberwolves, they've had some discussions with the Phoenix Suns, but I'm told Kevin Durant has no desire, he has no interest in playing for the Minnesota Timberwolves. So if you're the Timberwolves, how do you evaluate it? From a basketball fit, it makes plenty of sense to bring in Kevin Durant with Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
But if Kevin Durant doesn't want to be there, how do you approach that? The Suns have had an interest level in Julius Randle and Rudy Gobert. So these conversations will be fluid between now, potentially later this week, ahead of the NBA draft.
Rudy Gobert makes sense. I mean, the rim protection really struggled for the Phoenix Suns last year, but I'm hearing that they want to work with Kevin Durant and his team and Rich Kleiman, and they also want their best deals may not be the teams that Kevin Durant wants to go to. So make these concentric circles fit, Brian.
Yeah, so when Brian Gregory was named the general manager of the Suns, he famously had his press conference and said the word alignment like 20-something times.
It's like my back. I'm trying to get my back in alignment.
But it is aligning with Durant's desires their most number one priority. And so here's the thing. This is where the risk profile goes. If you're the Timberwolves, for example, even if Durant says he doesn't want to be there, as Shams is accurately reporting, would you still trade for him and say, but we're going to be able to offer him the $100 million extension,
sure.
and he can't get that necessarily in the open market next year, and we just are going to believe in that? Or are you going to lower, but we're going to be able to offer him the $100 million extension? He had his press conference and said the word alignment like 20-something times.
It's like my back. I'm trying to get my back in alignment.
But it is aligning with Durant's desires their most number one priority. And so here's the thing. This is where the risk profile goes. If you're the Timberwolves, for example,
level in Julius Randle and Rudy Gobert. So these
What do you mean alignment? I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't paying attention.
conversations will be fluid between now, potentially later this week, ahead of the NBA draft.
Rudy Gobert makes sense. I mean, the rim protection really struggled for the Phoenix Suns last year, but I'm hearing that they want to work with Kevin Durant and his team and Rich Kleiman, and they also want their best deals may not be the teams that Kevin Durant wants to go to. So make these concentric circles fit, Brian.
Yeah, so when Brian Gregory was named the general manager of the Suns, he famously had his press conference and said the word alignment like 20-something times.
It's like my back. I'm trying to get my back in alignment. Not be the teams that Kevin Durant.
Bro, if they gotta trade that to get KD, I'm not doing it. Bro, if they gotta trade, like, I'm just saying. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If they gotta trade all that to get KD, I'm not doing it. Because you trading away J.P. Daniels, who's your best defender. You trading away DiVincenzo, who's a spark off the bench. And Gobert, like, you need a big, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, if I'm giving that bad, but I'm keeping Julius Randle on the team, no. I would keep Jay McDaniels. No, I ain't gonna lie, I'm keeping Jay McDaniels, and I'm getting rid of Julius Randle in like a sign and trade or something. Or I can keep Gobert and put Julius Randle on there. Cause like you gonna need like a big, bro. Like they gonna need a big, bro. And Gobert, as much as I don't like Gobert, he's a rim protector, but he can't play no defense though. I don't know why he got four of them things when he can't strap up on the perimeter. That's tough. I ain't gonna lie.
Wants to go to. So make these concentric circles fit, Brian.
Yeah, so when Brian Gregory was named the general manager of the Suns, he famously had his press conference and said the word alignment like 20-something times.
It's like my back. I'm trying to get my back in alignment.
But is aligning with Durant's desires their most number one priority? And so here's the thing. This is where the risk profile goes. If you're the Timberwolves, for example, even if Durant says he doesn't want to be there, as Shams is accurately reporting, would you still trade for him and say, but we're going to be able to offer him the $100 million extension,
Sure.
and he can't get that necessarily in the open market next year, and we just are going to believe in that? Or are you going to lower your offer to the point where it may not be as palatable to Phoenix because you realize it's possible for a one-year rental? And does the offer come down to the point where now they start to want to work with Durant? I've been calling this the Durant triangle. You need this alignment on where Durant wants to play, how the contract works out, and something that the Suns would accept. That's going to be a hard triangle to satisfy.
This is Google Pixel 9a with Gemini. It's free at Verizon, with plans starting at $30 a line. And this is Nicole asking, where the heck are you? And Gemini helps.
What y'all think, bro? What y'all think, bro? What y'all think about that happened, bro? 'Cause I don't know.
AD wanted the New York Knicks. He wanted to go there. The Knicks have no interest in bringing him in, which probably makes Knicks Nation, I don't know, probably quite interested in why not. I think these three choices are by default. He definitely doesn't want to go to Minnesota, but I think there is some fear from him at Rich Kleiman that they're hoping that there's going to be respect at Kevin's age to give him what he wants rather than try to trade him like he's 31 years old, which he's not anymore. I think they're trying to get a major haul, but they're hoping that they work with him and get it done.
Hey, I don't want to copyright. So look, hopefully y'all enjoy the video, man. I gotta go. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta post this vid. I gotta work out a little bit. Then I gotta dip. Hopefully y'all enjoy the video, man. But let's see where KD ends up. I ain't gonna lie. It's a lot going on. But hopefully y'all enjoy the video, man. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. If you new, I'm gonna drop something else probably tonight or tomorrow morning again. So hopefully y'all enjoy the video, man. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. If you new, man, I'm gone.